Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to a special edition of Comics Eye. Comics Eye, which you're going to find exclusively now on HubPages. I'm Lou Newmark, and I'm your host. And this special edition has to do with a article that I wrote a while ago on HubPages. Not attached to Comics Eye at the time, but since I'm rebranding and putting Comics Eye up there now on HubPages, a lot of the stuff that I'm doing now I want branded and under the Comics Eye name. So, what I'm doing is adding this video to something I wrote, which is called Kingdom Come, the best graphic novel that you've never read. Kingdom Come is a graphic novel done by Alex Ross. It's under the DC brand of comics. It was done several years ago, so it's not something that's new, but that doesn't mean that a newer generation of comic fans have actually picked up on this. Ross is probably one of the best artists in the business. He uses live models to do incredible work on characters such as the Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. His work is ageless. It's timeless. It's probably some of the best artwork I have ever seen in my almost 54 years now of looking at comic art, basically. And if you haven't seen this yet, then I want you to go and take a look at my review of this series, and maybe you owe it to yourself to go ahead and put a couple of dollars aside and see if you can still find this somewhere in print. I'm sure it's still available, but it's just one of those pieces of the comics genre, if you will, genre, however you want to say it, that you should have. It should be in your collection, and you're really missing out if you don't see it. There's going to be another Comics Eye coming up later today. Doing a lot of work, a lot of catching up, and in the next article I'm going to be writing about, I'm actually going to be talking about the state of comics now in 2011, my view on how things like comic book movies, prices of comics are affecting us, the fans. And I know there's a Comic-Con, I think, going on this weekend. I'm not sure where, but in the next video, I'll make sure I talk about that a little bit also. So, see you again for the next edition of Comics Eye right here on HubPages. Have a good one, everybody.